Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. So this video you're going to see me doing a portrait. So I've done a base colour of white, and then I have mixed Nailchemy's white and black together to create a grey. Here I'm just creating the shape of the face, and I'll also add the neck in, which it'll have shading in, so that's why it's a little bit darker there, and then it'll blend down. This is just really a guide for me to create the face shape and the neck area. I will do 2 coats of the grey, possibly 3 if needed, if the colouring is not as I want. But yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing here. Looks like nothing, looks like a mic at the minute. It literally looks like nothing, but we will get there. I was asked how, now I'm self-taught when it comes to portraits and characters. I think I've said this previous, that when I was at college, the nail art that we done at college was basic stuff, lines, swirls, hearts, that kind of stuff. Nothing like this. So all this work that I'm doing here, I'm self-taught. And I was asked, how do I start with self-teaching myself? It's just a lot of practice. I wouldn't even say that I've watched anyone do any portraits. I haven't watched any videos. I'm just learning as I go. The big thing for me is shading. That's where I struggle. And sometimes the eyes and the mouth, getting them in proportion. Sometimes the hair as well. Like on this neck area here, there's shading, because obviously the person that I am doing the drawing of, the painting of, he's a male. So he's going to have that Adam's apple. So obviously Adam's apple stick out. So there's like, you're going to have to highlight that. And I thought that I captured that pretty good. Not quite yet, because I haven't done it yet. But yeah. I had to put the his top in, because it was really freaking me out what it was looking like. It was like, you know, it looks weird. I'm going to do an alien of some sort. But yeah. So I just wanted to do his shirt or his t-shirt, whichever he's wearing. Now I am going by a reference picture, which I will show you towards the end. I don't want to show you now. I'll show you towards the end, and it will be in a corner, top right corner. Is it top right? Oh, it's my right. Depending on how you're watching it, it'll probably be your right as well. But yeah. So here, like I said, and all the colours that I'm using is just black and white. Mix them together. Maybe a little bit of base coat for highlighting and low lighting and stuff like that. But those are just the 2 colours that I'm using. The brushes, I'm using my Bqan brushes. You will need a buffer, matte top coat, and a brush to like move away any bits that you don't want. What you can see now, you can see that where his Adam's apple is there, you can see like there's like a white dot. That's like giving the effect of it sticking out a bit. You know, men do have that, don't they? So yeah, you can see the shading in the picture. The shading under his neck's really dark, so that's why it's darker there. So now I'm going to create his mouth. This took me the longest, his mouth. I'd done it once and then I thought I cured it and I wiped with my alcohol and it wiped majority of it away. So I had to buff it over and start again. But you can see just there by what I'm doing now, you can see that there's lips. And how I do the nostrils is if on most lips you have like a little dip in the, what's hard to explain, but you know, the top bit of your lips, and you have a little dip. I always try to line the nostrils up with those, each corner of them, and then with the nose, the nostrils, the dark bits that I'm doing now, where I'm shading, I go up, and that's in line with the eyes. So the nostrils are in line with the top lip, the little dip in your lip, each corner. And then the nostrils are in line with the corner of the eye. Yeah. Okay. So in the picture, he has his eyes closed. So there's no whites of his eyes or anything. So I'm just creating the look of his eyes being closed, and then he had, it was like makeup on the eyes. So that's kind of what I'm doing here now. And I mean, it looks really freaky. I mean, it looks nothing like him here. But once I do more shading and stuff like that, and then it comes together, and I am really pleased with it. And it looks weird because there's no hair. But yeah. Like I said, I am self-taught and I don't know everything. I can't tell people how to and not to do things. I can only share with you how I do it. And that may be wrong. There's people out there that are far better than me and can create better than me. Like I said, I am still learning as I go. And with me is, if I do one portrait, like a while back I done one member of a group, and I looked at it and I thought, yeah, that was good at the time, but now when I look at this one I think, no, I have got better. And it does take time. Don't rush it. You know, you will have so many hurdles to go over. It will never be perfect the first time, but just keep creating, because then you can look back at the process of what you started doing to your present of what you're creating, and you will see that complete and utter difference of how far you've come. So here, look, you can see his lips are going in now. Someone said to me when I shared it, it just looks like a photo. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am really proud of how it came out. I don't know whether I think it's that good. I don't know. I look at it and I think I'm really proud of that, and yeah, that's pretty good. But then I look at it and I think sometimes, does it look weird on the nail? I know it's going to look a little bit different to what you would see on a picture, because obviously a picture is a flat surface and nails are not flat. Nails have curves on them. So trying to get that proportion to look correct is really difficult. So I didn't like the eyes, so I'm redoing them again. And all I'd done was I literally just buffed away, as you see the buffers there. Sorry, it's in view. But I literally just buffed it away. Because the gel that I'm using, the black gel, is it has a tacky layer. When I do use alcohol, it just wipe away really easily as well. So I didn't need to do a lot of buffing away, just a little bit. And at this time I was looking at it, I was thinking, what, I haven't done his ears. Where's his ears? So later on I do have to try and figure out and put his ears in. Right, so here I've done one side of his eyes, and I wanted to highlight his face because the face is very bright in the centre around the eyes and mouth and area, and his chin. But but then, you know, there is a little bit of shading around the side of the face towards the ear area. And in between, I am flash curing, so don't be afraid to flash cure, you know, just to set that in place, just in case you're happy with it, or if you're not happy with it, you've only cured it for like a couple of seconds and it's easy enough to remove. So now we are doing his hair. Hair is an issue for me. I do have trouble doing hair, but I think this did turn out okay once it's done. So yeah, I mean, I did put his ears in. I didn't show you me doing his ears, sorry. I do apologise about that. This was a very, very, very long video. I'm talking probably for 3 or 4 hours, maybe longer. I can't quite remember when I started, to be honest. But yeah, it was just something that I wanted to do and wanted to create. I find myself, when I want to create a portrait or something like that, I'll do one and most people will go in and next day do another one. I have to psych myself up for it, because then I'll do this and I think to myself, I didn't do a really good job on that, and then I put a downer on myself, and then I won't try to do another one because I feel like I didn't do a good job, even though I know that, you know, I think I did do a good job. And that's hard for me to say that about myself, that I think I've done a good job, because I'm very negative when it comes to my work. I can't not be. It's just how I am. But yeah, like I said, I'm just creating that hair, little bits, strands of hair that are out at the back of the neck and that are going over the face. He also has two studs on the one eye, so one underneath and one above on his eyebrow, and then he has one above his eyebrow. These are just stick-ons, obviously they're not really on his face, but I wanted to add those details in as well. And you can really see it coming together now. I'll tell you what, when you put that top coat on, you know, it does something to any painting that you've done. It just makes it look spotless. Maybe it's just my eyes, but yeah, I do feel that when you put a top coat on, it really does do something to that work that you've created. When I look at myself back creating this, it really does make me quite proud, actually, that I even attempted. I've wanted to do him for such a long time, and I want to recreate another one that I've done. I want to try and get another picture and just try and have a go. My issue is the eyes. I have trouble with the eyes, especially open eyes. I'm sorry, I am rambling on. Just doing some extra touch-ups here. Certain places, the lips, creating a dark shadow under the lips. Also some highlights on the lips, because he wears a lip. He's got a jewellery lip ring, a fake one I should say, on his bottom lip. So I'm just creating some highlights for that. And like I said, I'm going to show you the picture. In the top right hand corner is my reference picture. And I don't think mine's too bad. Could have been a little bit more brighter in the face, because in the picture he's brighter in the face. But overall, I don't think I've done a bad job. I want to say thank you so much for watching and for your comments and everything else. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and because I will really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. And there it is, my reference picture. Bye guys.